The air crackles with anticipation as thousands of people fill the stadium. Neon lights dance across the stage, casting a vibrant glow over the sea of eager faces. People scream, filling the stadium with echoes of the energy howling within them. The countdown begins, and the roar of crowd intensifies, echoing through the stadium like a thunderous wave. Jihan, Jihan. The voices blur into the crowd. The curtains move aside and the spotlights illuminate him from all angles, casting him in a halo of light. His hair is tied neatly with a side cut, wearing black jeans and black leather jacket, and a mic fixed along with the earpiece. The screams intensify with a bang of music. People go crazy as he walks forward onto the stage, his footsteps echoing in between the crowd's enthusiasm. To everyone who loves me and will love me till my last breath. The first chords of the opening song reverberate through the air, sending a jolt of electricity through the crowd. I am back. My focus breaks from the large screen with the voice behind me. I look at Sarah, who is now sitting on the chair in front of me. The restaurant is buzzing with people, and the golden lights illuminate the atmosphere. The big screen is displayed on a wall where the concert is going on. Quite an expensive place it is, and my beautiful girl Sarah brought me here to treat me to dinner after the last session of her therapy. She slides her hair behind her ear. The restroom was so crowded, sorry you had to wait. Her apologetic tone makes me chuckle. It's okay, you don't have to be sorry for that. I speak. The waiter comes holding two plates and places them in front of both of us, glancing at me for a moment before looking away. Muslims are a rare sight in South Korea, so that's the reaction I get often. Without saying anything else, he leaves, probably thinking about my attire. Full black abaya covers me from head to toe, and the only visible things are my eyes and hands. I shake my thoughts away and look at Sarah cutting the steak. It's been incredible witnessing your growth and resilience throughout the process. Have you encountered any challenges along the way? I ask her. She is in her 20s and as strong girl as I witnessed her, and I'm glad I succeeded in giving her help from my side. Of course, there were ups and downs, but having your support and guidance made all the difference. Whenever I felt overwhelmed, I remembered our sessions and the tools you taught me. She is enveloped in a plaid shirt and with jeans, a display of modern lifestyle. The bracelet in her wrist shines under the light pouring down from the ceiling, and her hair bounces softly on her shoulders as she speaks with excitement. I ask, I'm glad to hear that. What are your plans for the future? I get the hold of a knife and fork to cut my own steak. I plan to continue practicing the techniques we worked on, staying mindful of my thoughts and feelings, and prioritizing self care. I also want to explore my skills in art to keep myself engaged, and I'm leaving the job. She explains, putting the knife down. I nod with a smile. These sound like fantastic goals. Remember, I'm always here if you need support or just want to check in. And don't forget to celebrate your progress and successes along the way. I exclaim, having the first bite of food, the delicious taste invading my taste buds. Thank you so much, Miss Anam. I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. You've made a significant difference in my life, and I'll always be grateful for that. I chuckle. It's been an honor to accompany you in this journey, my love. I'll never forget the support and guidance you've provided. You're really the best psychologist. Her charming smile is for what I worked so hard. Alright, Sarah, stop buttering now, I say, and the meal wasn't necessary. Sarah slides her hair coming on her face to a side and pouts. Oh, come on. Can't I treat my favorite person to a meal? You can, and that's why I'm here. Sarah smiles at my remark. The restaurant buzzes with activity. The clinking of cutlery and the murmur of voices create a comforting background soundtrack. Shiny and fancy stairs lead toward the stage that is built on a little height. People here are mostly either youngsters who come to party or old men seemingly here for business deals. My gaze suddenly drifts towards the entrance of the restaurant as I spot a man making his way inside. My eyes widen in alarm, panic gripping my senses. No, I must have seen it wrong. I shut my eyes and opened them again, looking at the same man. I'm not mistaken. He is here. Why is he here? My breaths hitch in my throat, and a wave of unease washes over me, sending shivers down my spine. Everything okay? Sarah asks, making me look back. Nodding frantically, I push my chair back abruptly without a word, stumbling to my feet. I need to use the restroom. I stammer and avoid Sarah's concerned gaze. My sole focus is on escaping the suffocating place. Her brows furrow in confusion and worry, but before she responds, I rush towards the nearest elevator, making my way through the crowded restaurant. Entering the lift, I press the button for the rooftop. My fingers are trembling against the panel. Please shut close. The doors of the elevator slide close slowly, and when they do, a breath of relief leaves my lungs. I lean back against the wall. My chest is heaving with exertion. The lift is moving up. Tears pick at the corners of my eyes, blurring my vision as I struggle to regain control of my emotions. This can't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. The doors slide open on the rooftop and I step out into the cool night air. My breaths come in shallow gasps as I survey my surroundings. The city skyline stretches out before me and the calm atmosphere takes over. With each step I take, I feel the weight of my panic begin to lift, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. The gentle breeze ruffles my hair. I make my way to the edge of rooftop. Leaning against the railing, I close my eyes, allowing the rhythmic pulse of the city below to wash over me like a comforting embrace. It is okay now. I am out of there, safe, sound. Inhaling long breaths, I look to the sides. I am alone on the roof with only my breaths accompanying me. It's quiet and peaceful here. I take a deep breath and look at the moon. But something strange catches my attention. What is that? It seems to be a silhouette of a man, leaning on the railing on the other side. But he's not leaning. He's literally standing on top of something and is so close to the railing. He can fall if he keeps on standing there like that. Hey, mister. I call out, but no response comes from the person. Neither does he move nor does he respond. I walk towards him. He probably didn't hear my voice. From so far away, he is standing like a statue, totally still. I call again, hello? But no response, no change in the man. He is back facing me, and only his black silhouette is visible, blocking the moonlight. There's no one else on the rooftop either, so it is not giving me any good vibes. Why is this man even standing there? I take a few steps closer to him until I am standing right beside him, but he is standing on a high thing, so I'm still quite shorter than him. His eyes and forehead are covered with long, messy hair. I frown. Mister, please stand at a distance. With the wind, it's not safe to stand like this. I say, expecting him to respond as I am now standing close, but all I get from him is utter silence. That's strange. Why is he not hearing? Hello, can you hear me? No answer again, but before I again ask anything, he steps up on the railing. My eyes widen in panic. Ya Allah! Holding the hem of his t-shirt, I pull him back with a jerk, making him fall down from the high thing with a hiss. Holding his arm, he lays on the ground, curling to himself. What are you even doing? Are you in your senses? I yell, standing at a little distance. He doesn't answer, nor does he get up. He lays on the ground, still. Just then the stair door of the rooftop burst open and a few men dressed in all black emerge out hurriedly. I look around, seeing the men pulling around the guy on the ground. A man taps his cheek in a failed attempt of waking him up. Hey, Jihan! He calls out, but the guy is already wasted. Get up, I told you not to drink again. The man, who seems like a manager, hisses, tapping him a bit fiercely. I stand at a side, my hand slightly shaking. Jihan? So he was drunk? Oh God. Why couldn't I interpret it? He was trying to jump from here, a suicide attempt. Being a psychologist, I should have understood from his posture that he was thinking of jumping. But I was too drowned in my own dilemma to notice him properly. A man, seemingly a bodyguard, walks towards me. Miss, are you okay? He questions me, getting me out of my thoughts. I nod. Getting my answer, he turns back, helping the other men who are lifting that wasted man now. A wasted man, a drunkard, a non-Muslim, and a depressed suicide attempter. I watch them taking the unconscious guy into the lift and then everyone disappears. I am left standing under the dark sky alone with the newly witnessed scenario. I didn't expect to witness such a situation out of nowhere. Everything is quiet once again. I breathe out, realizing why I came here. Peter. He must have left by now. I should leave as soon as possible. It's not safe here or around the area anymore. In this chaos, I even forgot the panic that had taken over me. But every person would have reacted the same way. Suicide is not something to ignore. I take a step closer to the railing and look down. A small gasp leaves my throat. I can't even see the cars properly from this height. If he had jumped, he would have instantly died and crushed under the passing cars in an instant. Allah, what did I just witness? After a few minutes of stabilizing my nerves, I walk back to the restaurant area. Sarah is still sitting waiting with a worried look. As her eyes fall on me, she stands up. Where were you? Are you okay? I nod, grabbing my handbag from the table. Yeah, I'm fine. Sarah sighs, hearing me. Thank God, I thought you fainted in the restroom. My hands stop and I look up at her, feeling guilty of lying. But at that moment, I couldn't think of anything else. But even so, I shouldn't lie. I was actually feeling a bit suffocated, so I was on the rooftop. I admit, making Sarah look confused. She slides her hair strands behind her ear, looking around. Suffocated? Here? She turns back to look at me. I gulp, not knowing what to say now. I have to leave now. It was nice having dinner with you. Saying, I opened my handbag, taking my phone out. But you didn't even eat anything properly. Sarah states immediately, seeming worried for me. I know, I'm sorry, but I have to leave. My apologetic tone makes her throw her shoulders. I feel bad for doing this, but I can't stay here. I'm not totally safe yet until I get out of this building and go a kilometer away, or maybe until I reach home. I'll drop you, Sarah suggests. I shake my head. It's okay, I'll take the bus. Grabbing my belongings, I walk towards her. But she is cut off with my hand on her shoulder. Thank you so much, Sarah. I enjoyed the dinner. Take care. Sarah doesn't say anything, and with my last words, I walk towards the exit. The dim light glowing in the room produces a soft hue in the apartment. Silence covers the place, and in the room, I stand on my prayer mat offering my salah. My mind drifts to the restaurant incident again and again. The picture doesn't leave my mind as the fear of something settles in my heart. After many years, I saw that person, and the buried fear of him had suddenly come to the surface again. I bow down into ruku. Subhana Rabbil Azim. Glory to be my Lord, the most magnificent. Why am I fearing a man, a mere human being? The man can't do anything to me as long as my Allah is protecting me. I have trust in my Creator. Standing straight again, I kneel down on the ground and fall into prostitution, my head only bowed in front of Allah. Subhana Rabbil A'la. Glory to be my Lord, the Most High. It is Allah who has the power over everything else in the world. He is watching everything. He knows everything. He is there for me. He is my protector. He will protect me from all the bad and evil. I sit up and fall into prostration again, reciting the same verse thrice as a drop of tear falls from my eye. He will do everything right. The fear elofts my heart, replaced by a calmness. My heavy heart feels at peace now. It's like magic that keeps me worryless because I know there is someone I can always count on. I sit up again and perform the tashahhud. The fear is gone, the uneasiness is gone. I have trust in Allah. He has protected me for so many years. So what are the upcoming years too? I'll be safe under His protection. With the final salam, I complete my Isha prayer. With the completion of my interaction with Allah, my mind has shifted from that fear to the belief that Allah is with me. How peaceful it is for my restless heart. Another drop of tear falls from my eye, but a smile lifts up on my face, a smile of contentment and satisfaction. I raise my both hands for dua. Ya Allah, thank you so much. Thank you for always being with me. Thank you for always taking away the evil from my heart and blessing me with the peace of heart, mind and soul. Your zikr makes my heart feel at peace in every situation. Ya Allah, allow me to always be thankful to you through my prayers, zikr and deeds. My eyes water up as I show my gratitude to my only and only Razik, my creator, my protector. Ya Allah, make me always stay on the path of your hidayah and help me refrain myself from all the sins, whether small or huge. I am mere slave of yours, so let me feel peace only in your embrace. Ya Allah, bless those two who are close to me and those who are not. Bless your all believers to be on the right path. I pray when suddenly my mind drifts to the scene on the rooftop. It was the first time I encountered such a serious case of depression. I offered therapy sessions to the people with such issues, but with my therapist, I didn't see anyone going to the way of suicide again. Maybe he was going through some really hard times. I sigh, returning to my dua again. Ya Allah, I don't know if I should pray for him or not, but you are the only one who holds the power of kun. Ya Allah, relieve his hardships and pains and lead him to the right path. The sound of door click invades my dua, followed by the sound of door opening and closing. Ameen. I complete my dua and stand up, folding my prayer mat. Hey Anam, where are you? The voice comes from outside, breaking the silence of the apartment like a storm. Coming? I say, loosening my hijab and walking out of the room. All the lights of the small living room are on by now, and the girl who had created the storm is now settled on the couch, straightening her back with a tired face. Her hair is sprawled on the couch, as she hasn't brushed since morning. Seeing me, her face lights up and she gets up, embracing me in a tight hug. She looks so happy. Did something happen? She exclaims excitedly. Anam, anam, anam. What happened? I questioned with confusion as she breaks the hugs. Guess what? I found. What? I got selected for the job. The squealing voice echoes in the apartment with her jumping in excitement. I chuckle and take her in a hug. Mashallah, may Allah give you more success and the spirit of hard work. Giving a tight peck on my cheek, she backs away. Thank you so much. Walking to the couch, she picks up the box from table. Here, I bought your favorite ice cream. My treat. My face lights up with a delight, a wave of joy filling my heart. I will get bowls, saying she walks towards the open kitchen and I settle on the couch. Opening my hijab, I removing my hairband. I let my brown silky hair fall on my shoulders. After a long tiring day, it feels like home when I am back to the apartment and have paid Isha. My loose t-shirt comes to my thighs with a loose trouser covering me till my feet. They perfectly hide my body shape and that's why I wear when I am home. No outsider comes here, so there's nothing to worry about. Should I brew coffee for you too? Jasmine shouts from the kitchen. Nah, I'm good. Nodding, she puts her coffee cup into the coffee machine and walks back with two bowls. I look at her with a smile. She is enveloped in a cotton button-up shirt that is tucked inside her blue jeans, with her hair styled into braids on top and open from the bottom. Her hazel eyes shine brighter with the happiness and dimples on her cheeks enhance her beauty. Wallahi, she is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Perfect Asian features. Did you tell your mom? I ask her as she takes the scoops into the bowls. She sighs and slumps onto the couch. Not yet, I'll tell her tonight. Oh, she must miss her family in Pakistan, unlike me who had a father in UAE but no one here. So how was your day? She asks me, filling her mouth with the delicious ice cream. I stirred the spoon in the bowl slightly. It went well, in hospital too and at dinner too. I just went to have dinner with Sarah and there I saw Peter. Jasmine stops licking her spoon and looks at me. Peter? What was he doing there? Her surprised voice just adds seriousness to the situation. It is a public restaurant, Jazz. I can't possibly know why he was here. She clicks her tongue, annoyance dripping from her face. Are you okay? She asks. Of course, what would happen to me? I say, comfortably eating my ice cream. She stares at me for a moment then says, Anam, if you need to talk, I'm always here. At her sentence, a chuckle erupts out of me and I look at her with a smile. My dear Jasmine, do you think after so many years that man is going to scare me? He can't hurt my bestie, I know. Jazz chuckles and asks, but why is he in Korea? Wasn't he in Dubai? How did he end up here? Maybe he got to know about your whereabouts? I shrug. How would he know? There's no way he can get to know. I don't think he was here for me anyways. He was with someone, but in my frenzy, I forgot to see faces. Even if you say this, I know you feel bad for him. He is your father after all. The words hit something inside me. My smile falls as I lower my gaze. He lost his daughter the day he lost his wife. My voice is low, but all the emotions can be seen. I am hurt, but I wouldn't let this hurt break me even more. Jazz slides closer to me and embraces me in a side hug, putting her head on my shoulder. Be aware, alright? I can't afford losing you. If you're in trouble, just tell me. I'll break his bones for you. I burst out into laughter at her words. She never fails to lift up my mood in such serious situations. I'll be alright. Why are you so worried? Allah will help me. I ensure my emotional best friend and change the topic. You say, how was your day? You can't believe, you know Jihan, right? She is suddenly back to her usual excited self. No, who is that? I ask with a frown, while she stares at me in disbelief. She shakes her head and stares at me. Oh, come on, how could you? Speechlessness and disbelief is evident in her eyes. Never mind. Seeing her stare less glare more, I raise my eyebrow in question. I don't know all of her friends in university, so I don't deserve the reaction. He's a famous world idol. He's Korean, but he's mostly traveling around for his concerts. And right now he's in Korea and Seoul. means he is in this city for a concert. Today was the first day of the concert and tomorrow is the second. She explains, and this is my turn to look at her in disbelief. So, I wanna go too, she whines. I shut my eyes, slapping my forehead. Astaghfirullah. I was expecting something better. I stand up from the couch. You don't know, girl. Smiling with tight lips, I shut her up. Go to sleep, you must be tired. She laughs, knowing well that I am annoyed. All right, good night, my lady. She walks to the kitchen to get her coffee that she kept in the coffee maker while I walk towards my own room, bidding her Allah Hafiz. I leave the window of my room open. The area is quite secured, so we don't have to worry about things like robbery or anything. But if our trial is from Allah, then of course we can't save ourselves from it. It's the same for the last 5 years anyways. Jazz study is almost complete and I don't know what is going to happen in future. Maybe she would go back to Pakistan and live with her family or settle here. She can survive easily though. She has a completely opposite personality from me. According to her, we live in the 21st century and it is necessary to go on with the advancements of the world or we'd be left far behind in everything. I lay down on the bed and shut my eyes. I have appointments tomorrow. I should be sleeping. Today wasn't a good day as I'd call it. Seeing Peter was just a bad coincidence and I hope I won't encounter this coincidence again. The dark and horrendous night sends chills down the spine. Cold wind blows around, breaking the silence, enveloping the graveyard. The trees around the graves are forced to the ground by the destructive storm. There, under the thundering sky, stands a man wearing a black cloak. His face is not visible, his hair covered his forehead. Holding a shovel, he stands in front of a deep grave. The clouds roar, and with a burst of wind, he is pushed forward into the grave. Ya Allah. I sit up on the bed, waking up abruptly. My eyes open wide as I pant. It's dark here. Cold sweat drips on my forehead as I put a hand on my chest. It was a dream. My head moves desperately looking around the room. I am in my apartment, in my own bedroom, safe and sound. It was just a nightmare, nothing else. Oh my Allah, what was that? I whispered, sliding my hair from my face and taking a breath of relief looking at the table clock. It's the Hajjat time, and my alarm would have been ringing in a few minutes too. What a strange and scary dream I'm having at this time. Ya Allah. I bind my hair with a catcher and get up to perform ablution. I offer 4 rakat of salah and lay down on the prayer mat. Lying on the prayer mat after salah gives me a therapy that nothing else can. It is like I am ready to talk to my Lord after praying to Him. My heart feels bliss and my mind and soul feel so purified and calm that I just want to lie down like this forever. Ya Rab, I can't thank you enough for everything, every blessing and mercy on your worthless servant. How Rahman and Rahim you are. You call your slave to pay tahajjud. You only call those who are worthy of asking something from you. Ya Allah, what do I ask from you, Allah? You already gave me everything I needed. You gave me more than I needed. You kept me poised and pure. I can't thank enough for whatever you had awarded me with. Please never let me be ungrateful to you and your blessings. Ya Rab, you're hearing me. You know what is inside my heart. Never let me be ignorant of you, Ya Allah. Make me worthy enough of standing in front of you and protect my iman and my modesty. Oh my Lord, keep the evil away from me. Protect me from the temptations of the Satan. Give me power to fight my nerves. Ya Rabbi Azim. I close my eyes. The loud roars of thunder cross my mind. The nightmare, the devastating storm. The man falling into the grave. The man standing on the rooftop. My eyes slit open. The man of his own destruction. The man wearing all black. The man covered with sins. The man whose heart is caged. I sit up on the mat. Ya Allah, why is he coming to my mind again and again? Is he the only one who came in my dream? Is he going to die? Or is he just buried under the heavy pile of his sins? What do I do, Allah? Is there something I can do for him? If not, then please don't make me remember him. I want to forget him just like this nightmare. I have nothing to do with him. Ya Rab, make my heart strong enough to refrain myself from any sin. You know what is right for me and what is wrong. You know what is inside my heart. Ya Allah, I don't know what else to say. I have nothing to do with that man. Still, he has left an impression on my mind, and I don't want to keep any of those impressions imprinted on my heart. And surely you know what is the best for me. The next day passes with ease at the hospital. I had only 2 appointments for the day, so I'm free now. It is already evening and time to leave. The space is divided into individual offices divided by glass walls that are too thick to see in the neighboring cabin, each one furnished with comfortable chairs and cozy decor to create a welcoming environment for both therapists and patients. One wall is decorated with beach wallpaper and a comforting atmosphere with the soft scent of roses. I grab my phone and unlock it. The message pop up on the screen. My lady, I'm going out with my friends, so I'll be late tonight. Don't wait for me. Mwah. The message ends with a kiss emoji. I chuckled lightly. Just then my phone rings. It's Mr. Min calling. I haven't seen him since morning. During lunch break too. He didn't come today. I pick up the phone and hoping everything will be alright. I greet him. Assalamu alaikum. His anxious voice is heard from the other side. Walaikum assalam, Dr. Anam. I need a favor from you. He seems worried about something. Is everything alright? My mother is in the ICU. The news drops, making me shocked for a moment. Oh my Allah, how is she now? I ask immediately and hear a sigh from the other side. Don't know yet. She had gotten into an accident. She is still unconscious, so I need to stay here, he says. Oh, may Allah bless her with health and long life. I hope she gets well soon. I respond. Actually, I had an appointment today, but because of this, I can't come. I even forgot to inform anyone else in this chaos. So could you please deal with the patient for me? I stay silent. How can I just take someone else's patient without knowing any of their history or issues? But how do I refuse him? He has a genuine reason for asking this favor. I contemplate the answer, but he speaks before me. Please just do this once, Anam. Today is his first appointment. Seeing his helplessness, I can't help but feel sorry. He is already worried about his mother, and I am not that hard-hearted to not help my colleague at such a time. And it can work if it's the first appointment of the patient. Alright, I will see it. Thank you so much. He appears grateful. A smile forms on my face. No problem. Allah Hafiz. I cut the phone and call on the landline that is picked up in a moment. Please send Mr. Min's patient to my office when he arrives. Saying, I put the receiver down and wait for whoever this patient is. The office environment is quite comfortable for me. There is no such thing as gender discrimination in my job, but respecting my religion and modesty. The colleagues usually take the male patients, so I mostly deal with the females. Just hoping that nothing goes wrong, I pull my drawer out and take the tasbih counter from it. Closing my eyes, I let my back rest on the chair as I recite istighfar on the counter while waiting for him. After a few minutes, the knock on the door gains my attention. Yes, I say, completing my dhikr. Ya Rabbi Kareem, make this dhikr a source of forgiveness for me and bless me with your mercy and will to earn good deeds by helping the ones in need. The footsteps of someone echo, breaking the silence of the room. Ya Allah, I am entrusting myself to you. Let me become the source of healing for this person and grant him the right way to live in this world and hereafter. Ameen. I open my eyes, looking at the person in front of me. My mind and body stops for a moment as I stare into the brown eyes looking directly into mine. This face, this presence, this person. I can't believe my eyes. The person who invaded my thoughts and even my nightmares is standing right in front of me. Jihan. Jiang Jihan.